Hi, I'm Connie Medeiros. I'm here to give you the market update for Novato in November 2025. Wanted to just go over these statistics first. Sale to list price is 99%, which is wonderful. It means sellers are getting what they're asking for their home, that they're pricing it correctly. 37 homes sold in October, which is a good number. Days on the market is only 38 days, which is fairly quickly for our market. And then the median home price was $1,125,000, which is a decline of 10%. Now, before you get upset, I'm not saying the market has declined 10%. Probably what's happened is more smaller homes have sold, which there are fluctuations in the market, and sometimes we get more smaller homes selling. So we'll see. This is from last October. But again, I don't think we're seeing a 10% drop in values. It's just one of those fluctuations where we've had a lot. I do not include condos or PUDs in these statistics. It's only single family homes, but there are a lot of small homes in Novato. Inventory, whoops, let me move my picture out of the way. Active listings, right now we have 63 active listings. I think 20 came on the market in October, so some of these are left over from before and some have come on the market in November. 14 are contingent, which means they have an accepted contract, but they have a contingency, like they have to get their loan approved, or they want to approve the appraisal, or maybe inspection. Sometimes people have to sell a home first, and so that would be a contingency, is that their home sells. And working with that, you want an experienced agent if you're buying a home and you also need to sell. It's possible to get it to close simultaneously, so you're not homeless. There are 2 coming soons, and then there are 12 pending homes. So it's a good mix of inventory, and which is nice for buyers. But one thing buyers need to be aware of is almost 22% of the homes listed for sale sold over list price in October. So we had a lot of homes priced low, probably to get them to move quickly. And a buyer really needs to work with an agent sorry, I'm trying to move this a little bit. An agent that understands values. So when you make an offer that is priced low, you don't want to make an offer at list price. So you've got to work with someone that understands values in the neighborhood. And then the mortgage rate environment, when the feds lowered their rate, mortgage rates came down to about 6.13 or 14, something like that. But then Powell started talking about how in December there may not be a rate cut, and now they're saying it's a 50-50 chance. And so rates came back up. It's amazing that he can just say that and influence the bond market. And so now rates are about 6.34. They fluctuate, so they may have come down a little bit since last time I checked. But they are still way down from the beginning of the year when they were at 7. So it's still great. Sorry. And one of the things that's interesting, Novato is a pretty large area with a lot of different neighborhoods. But the zip code 94949, which is southern Novato, is outperforming Marin County. It had an increase in value of 6.4%. And it's a beautiful area. You've got, I love Belmarin Keys, and there's with the waterfront community there, and there's many other beautiful neighborhoods. But what this really brings home is how important neighborhood statistics are. I'm always happy if you live in a certain neighborhood like Hamilton Field or someplace else to just give you the statistics in that area. Or if you want, I have a system, it's an AI generated value that's better than Zillow. I'll link it to this video. it'll give you a value estimate and also equity position and things that you can do. It's a good report, but again, it is AI, so it doesn't know about updates or pools or views or things like that. It's much better to contact someone to do an in-person review of your home, and I'm always happy to do that, even if you're not thinking of selling right away. And I'm happy to go over things you can do to improve the value of your home. So what do sellers need to know in this market? You know, the market is still a seller's market, but it's moving much more towards a neutral market. And so you want to really price your home correctly. It looks like strategically some people were pricing homes under market so that they would sell quickly. That depends on your situation. Sometimes, you know, that's something you need. When the market's real soft, that's a little bit dangerous. You don't want to price it too much below market, just slightly. So it all depends on your situation. Presentation is so important. You really want to prepare your home for sale. And you want to use an agent that, of course, uses professional photography and videos and digital marketing. And you want your home move-in ready. I always pay for a pest report. So, because oftentimes you don't even know what will show up on that report. And you can make a decision if you want to repair it or just disclose to a potential buyer what is happening. And what buyers need to know, there's more inventory, so they have a little bit more to choose from. And interest rates have come down, so they have a little better affordability. And we're in a more of a balanced market, so there might be a little bit of negotiation room, but when prices are selling at 99% list to sold price, there's not a lot of negotiation room, but there is a little bit. And next steps, what I think the first quarter, I expect interest rates to come down a little. I'm hoping they still might be in the very low sixes, but next year I'm hoping we'll at least see fives. And as interest rates come down, we expect more buyers to come into the market. And again, it's location, it's neighborhood by neighborhood. So it's important to know what is happening in your neighborhood. And I'm always happy to help. And if you want a customized analysis of what I could do for you, please reach out. Okay, thank you.